Hello guys, in this lecture we're gonna learn about pyspark joins. So what we're gonna learn in this lecture, so one thing is how you're gonna start Glue interactive session with two workers. We're going to create a data frame using static data. This time it's not gonna fetch from S3. It's like we are gonna declare it just in the code and then we're gonna display its schema and records. So next item will be another data frame and then we'll be doing same thing displaying the its schema and records. So next is like in this example we're gonna see inner join between employee and data frame. So next will be example of left outer join. If you scroll down more, so then we will have a example of right outer join. So here we have example of full outer join, and this is the example of self join, and this is going to be the example of left anti join, and this is the example of left semi join. So we will discuss what all these joins are and how to do them. So let's start with the AWS Glue interactive session. So we have already started the session. You can see the session has been created. Now let's go with create employee data frame. So to create employee data frame, so you have to declare the syntax is like this is a Python list of tuples. So this bracket represent a tuple. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tuple in this, and then we have this bracket, scale bracket. So this is what we call, it's a Python syntax and we call it a like Python, it's a list of tuples. So if you want to know what's the tuple, so tuple is also a kind of data structure. And then next one is the like we are declaring the columns here. So what is the column names for this? So we need to declare like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. So all these 7 column names we have declared. So this is a list of column name. So this was the tuple and this one is a single string we are putting here. So it's kind of like list the column name, and then once we pass this to the spark.create data frame method, so you pass like data, what is the actual data? Data is actual employee, tuple, list of tuples, and then schema, you pass it, and if you print the schema, then it's gonna do this one. So it's gonna show this. So it's considering only employee ID as a long and salary as long, rest all are string type. And if you want to see the actual data in this, so it will show, we can display it like that. So now it's showing the data. So we have employee ID and we have 6 employee ID. These are their name, superior employee ID, year joined, what is their gender, what is their salary. So same way we're going to create a department data frame using static data and then going to display its schema and records. So same way we have done, like we have a Python list of, it's a Python syntax and list of tuples we have had given the column names the way we did in the previous one, and then based on that we have created again a data frame. So this is a department data frame, again the data is this one, and then schema is this one. And if you run this, what you're gonna see, So this is the schema for this data frame, and then below is the actual data of the data frame. So now let's go and start doing the joins on that. So this is an inner join example. So what is yeah, so inner join of employee and department data frame, this example. So what is an inner join? Inner join combine two data frame based on key, like a common column you can also say, and provide like this is the common column over there. So which it's no need to be like same column name can be different, but the data should be the same, the content of the. So we are joining both this data frame on this column, employee department ID and department ID in this another data frame. So this both contain similar kind of values and results in row where there is a match found. Rows from both the data frame are dropped with a non-matching key. So if the column value doesn't match, then the rows from both the data frame will be dropped. And this example drop employed department ID with value 50 from employee data frame and department ID with value 30 from department data frame. So what it is trying to say is the syntax is employee data frame dot join department data frame. So this is the like kind of first data frame, and it's the second data frame, and this is the syntax of defining like on which column you want to do the join, and this is join type, and this one is the same syntax like, so it's gonna return you a data frame, this piece of code, and then we are just doing a show method on that. So if you will see, so I would just want to show you how, let's display both the data frame here, and in this what you will see like this column and this column we want to do a inner join on the using these two columns. So 10, 20, 30, 40, right? So this row is going to drop as part of the inner join, and this row will also drop from sales because we don't have any entry of 30 here and we don't have any entry 50 here. So you will see here the inner join, right? So brown 2 is with 2010 and employee department ID 50, it's not displayed here. So that row is dropped because we are doing a join based on this column, and this row for 30 is also dropped. It's kind of same kind of functionality which is given to us in the SQL join. So let's go to the left outer join. So what is a left outer join? Left outer join return all rows from the left data set regardless of match found on the right data set when join expression doesn't match. So it's gonna display all the row from the left. So employee data frame we are saying, and employee data frame is this one. It's gonna show all the records. So like we have two brown, so six records should be here as part of, let me minimize the inner join. So six record has to be here. It assign null for that records and drop records from the right where match not found. So for here, when the 50 is not matching, so it's giving the department name null. So this is what we are saying here. It's assigned null for that record, department ID is also null in the right data frame. And drop records from the right where match not found. So we it didn't find the match from this right data frame. So this is the like this record will be dropped here. So this is what actually it is doing. So syntax is same, employee data frame join, then you put department data frame. This is the syntax for on which column you want to join, and then left, and this is how it's gonna do that. So once left outer join is done, so there is one more important thing here to note. So left outer join and left join and left outer join both are same. So they're gonna return the same result. If you wanna try, you can just comment it out, run it. It's gonna give you the same thing. So you can comment out and let's see what's the difference coming. There shouldn't be any difference. So same six record. We are doing left outer join and left join, both are showing the same records. Okay, so let's proceed with the next join. So right outer join. So right outer join or right join is opposite to of left join. It's written all the row from the right dataset regardless of match found on the left dataset. When join expression doesn't match, it assign null for that records and drop record from the left where match not found. So this is the right join and so department data frame, right? So that is our right data set. So in this, what we are saying, it's gonna return all the rows. So we will be able to see this record also, which is all like 30. So this was the and rest of the values are filled with the null. So it making sure all the records from the right are displayed here from the right data frame. So this is the right data frame. So we have to we will be able to see like all these 10, 20, 30, 40 data frame are records are available, and then this 40 is going to be dropped and all the record matching to that. So like 30 is not matching here, so it will be filled with the null. So this 10, 20, 30, 40 all are there. For 30 nulls is there and 50 department ID is dropped because that is part of left data frame. So syntax for this is also same. So this is left data frame, this is the right data frame. All the record from this department data frame should be coming out in the result set, which you can see is already there, and you have to specify the right and then should. So this right and right outer join both are same. You will be able to see both the same data set coming out of them. So you can see all these result set is similar. Okay, so let's move to the next join, which is full outer join. So in full outer join, it merges the data frame based on a common key, but retain all the rows from both data frame even if there is no match. This join type is useful when you want to preserve all the information from both dataset regardless of whether there is a match on the key or not, and fill in missing value with the nulls when there is no match. So what you will see, So the syntax is this one, like this is the left data frame, this is the right data frame. So you are joining them on department ID and you are putting a outer. So outer join, full join and full outer join all are same. And what important to note here is, so you will see like the department data frame record is here, and then 51, yeah, so this employee ID, yeah, so this record is also here with null values, right? So in previous joins, so we were either missing this one, or so like in left join we were, so like in inner join, right? So inner join we were missing this one because there was no match. So inner join, I think this one also was missing, this one was also missing. And in the left join we were missing this record, and in the right join we were missing this record. But now with full outer join we have this record also and this record also, and we are putting the value nulls. So all the records from both the data frame are there, and the m the if the match is not there, then we are filling it with the nulls. So that's the beauty of outer join. So if you will see, like all these three will be showing the same outcome. So you can see 1 2 3 1 3 4 2 null 5 6 1 3 4 2 null 5 6 all have the same values, minus minus IT 40 null null. So you can see all these records are available. So all these three joins are the same, meaning they return same results. So now let's come to the self join. So there is no self-join type available in PySpark. We can use any of the above explained join type to join data frame to itself. Below example, like here we are trying to use the inner self-join. So we are joining, so we are using like kind of inner join here. So we are joining employee dataset with itself to find out the superior employee ID and name for all employees. So we are like, what we are doing is employee data frame. So employee one, this is the alias for that. And then we are joining with employee data frame. So we are making it, giving it an alias too, right? And on the column, like, okay, so superior employee ID to the employee ID, wherever they match. So we are selecting this column, and it's an inner join we are doing. So whenever these are matching, so we are selecting this one, employee ID, column, employee name, employee ID, superior employee ID. So the alias also we are giving to this column name, and this one is this. So this is very useful. Sometime you will require this in your project. It's a very useful thing. So you can give it a try also. So in what's one more join, left anti-join. So what is this join? In left anti-join in PySpark, return only the rows from the left data frame where there is no match with the right data frame. The first data frame mentioned, so what is the left data frame is first data frame mentioned in the join operation where there is no match with the right data frame. So only the rows from the left data frame will be returned when there is no match. So only filtering out that row which is not matching into the right data frame. It excludes any row from the left data frame that have a corresponding key in the right data frame. So we can say in a simple example, I want the records in left data frame which doesn't exist into the right data frame. So it's this one. And if you will see here, I will show you. So this is the record which doesn't exist in the this right data frame. That's what is the left anti-join is doing. So find out a record which doesn't match to this. Obviously, it's not all the column contents. We are just matching it based on this one single column. So this one. All right. So this is also a good thing to learn. Now we are going to do the left semi-join. In the left semi-join in PySpark, return only the rows from left data frame where there is a match with the right data frame. So it's gonna display all the matching records from the left data frame which have the matching alike, matching records in the right data frame. Matching records mean the column value we are using to match. So if this column values match in this, so by the now we should be able to remember the data. So we are having all the things like we know like there was a record, this record is not matching in the right one, so it won't be displayed here as toll is here. This type join is useful when you only want to filter row from the left data frame based on whether they have a matching key in the right data frame. Yeah,